what's going on with Trump and RFK and how people say they're not going after like what you just mentioned enough. And that is because we are in a war and there is strategy involved. And I think that's honestly why the Epstein files still have not been released, is because it's leverage for Trump. And they are playing a game and they're just getting started and they are still appointing people. And they have to be strategic. And we have no idea like what is at play and what they're up against and kind of where we are in this greater operation. So I'm fully comfortable saying it's a chess game. People probably get tired of hearing that, but that's the reality that's what all of this is. And this is a chess move. Like you and I having this conversation is a move on the board. So I don't have access to, what would you call it? Like high intelligence or what's high level intelligence. Yeah. I'm not involved in that at all. I can
be killed.
Yeah, I'm happy to not be involved in that. But you and I have a role to play to the people who are moving about just their everyday lives and working hard and trying to raise a family and take care of the people they love. And like everything right now is strategy, because you see what's at play. And then you see like some of the attacks happening and these weird accidents.
Siemens' CFO or CEO just died last week in a helicopter crash.
Right. Yeah. So many
coincidence.
Right. So many plane crashes, so many fires, like none of it is a coincidence.
You know, so in regards to RFK Jr., I believe if he truly acknowledged with his whole heart that if he comes out first and says, and let's say, yes, I have sent these nude photos, I did this and that, and as long as he was not involved in pedophile scandals, I believe that people would say, we're good with that. But now you're not being blackmailed, right? You come out first. Now you do what you promised, because it feels like he is blackmailed and he's afraid that the truth is going to come out and that everybody is going to find out that he sent or got and do this nude photos or videos and etc. No one cares about his sex life. Do you care about RFK Jr.'s sex life?
No,
nobody cares.
I could care less, and I know that's the general sentiment where it's like, yeah, it's kind of like when you're asking, my girlfriends, I have this conversation a lot, when you put like Christian expectations or standards or biblical morals onto someone who has nothing to do with the faith. It's like, why are you holding it? Okay. Yes. All of our elected leaders should abide by a certain standard. And I don't know. I mean, he's been so forthcoming about that he's imperfect. And I mean, I have to say, like, as a mother that's raised kids in California, like RFK was, I mean, he was like our only hope at one time. It's a really big deal. And it's a very sensitive subject where our whole state is waging war with us, like trying to raise our kids here in every area, especially like, you know, the whole vaccine schedule and all their mandates, and they hate our government in California, hates us. They hate sovereignty or freedom of free thinking of any kind. And like Children's Health Defense and RFK, it's like a light in the dark. And I'm personally very protective of him, because anyone who, you know, has like withstood, similar to Trump, just years of lies and berating and abuse. They've already proved themselves to me. And his intention is not to lead us into like a moral awakening, but his intention is to take down Big Pharma. And so, you know, like Ian and Candace and the whole House and Habit interesting debacle that happened I thank all of them for their role and what they've been doing, and greatly value their work. But I do think all of that was like a major like whiplash speed bump for all of us. And I guess my question would be like, what does that serve? And what if it's not blackmail? He's just being strategic because he is face to face with this beast that is trying to take us down. Like, God bless you, RFK and Donald Trump, for going head to head with the deep state and whatever it is that like hates humanity. I mean, that's why they got my vote. So, excuse me.
All I'm saying is that if he's being blackmailed because he has some nude, etc., as long as he's not a pedophile or a rapist, even if he is, right, you go down, but you go down with the dignity. Yes, you are going to find out that he was a pedophile, rapist, did all that stuff, but at the same time, he goes down with the big pharma. He goes down with those horrible people, etc.
Oh, yeah.
He has no option if he is.
Oh, yeah, totally. And I don't think he is at all. I think it's been defined that it's nothing like that.
But they got something on him. It seems like they got something on him, and he's very afraid that he's going to see the daylight.
Yeah, and I think... And sorry if I'm being repetitive, but even if they have something on him, what if he's not actually being blackmailed? It's like, yes, that's true that there's something circulating or who something embarrassing, who knows what. But maybe he's not being blackmailed. Maybe he's just playing his cards right.
I hope.
And we don't quite understand the reason he hasn't been speaking out the way he has. But as a mother who's been on the other side of I want you dead, or berated, dead, or otherwise, publicly humiliated unless you do exactly as I say, says the gods of Big Pharma. Like, I understand how evil the beast is behind this. So I think it is so much more intense and complicated than anyone could ever imagine. And for anyone like RFK to have the strength to face that head on, like he has my utmost. They own it all. What are you doing to American children? And just going down that line of like the Clintons being just pure evil. You need to leave us alone, and you need to pack up, and you need to get out of here. These elite families, they always change their names. Like, we don't really fully know and understand how pervasive this has been. Is a horrible human being.
The new COVID is Zionism right now. Would you say the same thing? Because you can't talk about it. You're going to be banned, canceled.
Well, why am I not allowed to talk about that? Yeah. Well, I'm just going to talk about it even more then. Government in California hates us. They hate sovereignty or freedom, free thinking of any kind.
Once again, you're not suicidal. Neither am I.
Yes.
We're just curious. We're just asking questions.
Do you know I just learned that he changed his last name and he's actually Polish?